Yolan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another episode of our little A to Z officer series. But before I talk about one of my favorite officers from Voyager and another epic officer, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet, but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you'll be notified when another video comes out. But now let's have a look at 7 of 9. She is class science. Yeah, she was quite of sciencey in that series. And that means you need science badges to upgrade her. She, of course, is from the group Voyager, which means she can give synergy to a captain of that group, for example, Janeway, if she's on the bridge with a captain. And she's from the faction Federation, which means you need Federation faction credits to upgrade her. And in this rare case that you haven't seen Star Trek Voyager, there is, as usual, a text about this character or this officer here in the info box. And with most of those officers we know from the series or the movies, there's this time a much longer text in here. So if you, which I cannot believe, but if you do not know 7 of 9, have a look what they are saying about this officer. As you already could hear, she does not have a captain maneuver, and that just says chain of command. Would be an insult if they wrote here unfit to lead, as they do with some others. She does not have the people skills, I know, but of course, as she said in the series, she's the most intelligent human alive or something because of being the ex-Borg for such a long time, after being a Borg for such a long time. But she does have a captain maneuver, not the captain maneuver, she does have an officer ability and a below deck ability. And the officer ability is Fun Will Now Commence, which is fun with her. But she increases your ship's critical hit damage by 100% versus armadas. So that makes her a possible asset in your Chakotay Armada crew, for example. I'm using that differently, but she can be a big asset in there. And Armadas will not like your critical hit damage when you hit them when 7 is on the bridge with Chakotay. What I use more often, though, is her below deck ability, and as you can see, she's right now on my main ship. I mean, it's Dock A, that's where usually everybody puts his main ship, and we are facing territory defense very soon again, and so my ships are out there already. And she is below deck because of her ability, the tertiary adjunct. She increases your ship's isolated cascade by 18% versus players. And that's what I'm using below deck on my main ship with my main PvP crew. And she is one of the officers you can really use well in PvP below deck against other players. And as I said, we have a defense now, but also in incursions, I will definitely use her below deck in that fight because Isolated Cascade is very helpful there, and it's a special ability against players only. So that doesn't work against hostiles or armadas or whatever, but it works against players. And with what's happening now with Mirror Universe research and the premium research part and everything, which will widen the gap between players that pay a lot of money and those don't. I need every assistance I can get in PvP, to be honest. And that's where she will always go. And that's also the reason she does have, as an epic officer, 3 abilities for away team assignments. And you can see I haven't unlocked anything because she is there for PvP for me. And even if she can be scientist, survivor, and calculated, I'm not using her for that. But if you think differently, you can, of course, unlock this and then send her out to away teams. Because her abilities would be quite welcome for me. Not the scientist, I've got a bunch of those. But survivor and calculated would be very welcome for a certain number of away team assignments. But as I said, I need her in 5 defenses a week. And we soon will face another incursion, and that's where I will send 7. But of course, I'm really curious what you have to say about 7 of 9 and how you use her if you got her. And that's the part where I'm always interested to read your comments and to read your opinion. I give you my experience I had on this third server now over some years playing this game, but I'm always looking forward to experience of other experienced players. But of course, you also want to know how to get 7 of 9. And for this, we first have to leave the recruit part, so she's not in the normal recruit section. We first have to go to the Xborg faction, and here there is a recruit as well, the officer exchange, and in here you find Voyager officers, and here 7 of 9 is one of them. So you have a chance of getting 1, 2 or 5 7 of 9 shards when you do the exchange here. And there's another quite new option for 7 of 9 as well. For this we have to leave the factions and have to go to the refineries. That's of course once again Xborg is level 38 plus, and where we go now is level 40 plus. That's the isometer refinery. And here I cannot show you what's in there, but I can tell you because it needs another 2 hours to cool down. But 7 of 9 is there in the volatile isometer exchange for officer shards, and that's your second option to get some 7 of 9 shards here in the game. So there are 2 ways now. For a long time there was no way outside of events where I got her, because whenever there was an event where there were some 7 of 9 shards in there, I tried my very best to get all of them, because there was no other way of getting her. But that's how I got her. But little from this event, little from this event, little from this event. But nowadays it's easier, even if it's only for players level 38 plus, level 40 plus. But still there are options. When I got her, there were no options in the game that you could use regularly. I already talked about your opinion, but I also always give you the chance, if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read your comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.